Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and we have a lovely card from the Nature Portals deck today, which is interesting because as I was attempting to meditate again this morning and my Deepak and Oprah meditations are not working, I decided I was going to again use Insight Timer, and what I picked had a focus on trees. Good morning, Carolyn. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So I thought, well, that's interesting. Trees are popping up. So then the card that I picked for today is all about abundance. So I think you'll find it helpful and enjoyable. So again, we're starting with good morning, Abigail. Glad you are here. We're starting with the Nature Portals deck. So those of you who have the deck can dig it out if you wish. And it's by Bruce and Carol Malner, and it's inspiration through the peace and beauty of nature. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. Glad you are here. Awesome, awesome. All the peeps popping in. This is good. And if you have around you a couple of things from nature, it might be a plant. I actually have picked a feather, because feathers always remind me of my mom, that she's in my vicinity. And I got some little berries that are from a vine outside. And these are actually years old. I just picked them several years ago and put them on my Tenki, and they just sit there, and it's just kind of something natural in a business little vignette that kind of eases things for me. So let's see what our card is for Nature Portals today. Beautiful card. I love this card. It's such a pretty picture. Move it a little closer so you can see. There's lantana. There's all kinds of stuff. I assume this might be in Upper Michigan. I'm not sure. You've got a rock. Fabulous. Charlie Brown. Great. That's good. Just get a couple of natural items and have them near you, because we're going to do something with those today. But here's our beautiful card for today. I'll back it up a little bit so you can get the whole picture. That's a plethora of flowers, isn't it? Awesome, awesome. So let's take a couple of nice deep breaths. Opening your heart in gratitude that our Mother Earth has beautiful things, such as these flowers, the rock Cindy's talking about, the feather, the berries. Just breathing into gratitude for all those beautiful things. And we're going to take a little time today and pay attention to them. Good morning, Mel. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. So here's our card again. This beautiful card. Now let's see what it has to tell us. Be grateful. Abundance is all around you. Gratitude shifts your focus from what your life lacks to the abundance that is already present. And we know from many teachings that when we simply pay attention to what we don't have, we get more of what we don't have. When we pay attention to what we do have and appreciate it, it opens the door for more to come into our lives. Whatever it is that we're needing, more nature, more connection, more free time, whatever it is, all right? So I'm going to read through the card, and then we're going to do this little exercise. Choose a natural item, such as a flower, and focus on it for several minutes. Find something to appreciate about it. Mentally say thank you. Good morning, Cheryl. Glad you're here. Repeat the process with several more items. As you practice appreciating what's right in front of you, you will find more and more reasons to be grateful. And the quote is by Henri Matisse. There are always flowers for those who want to see them. Good morning, Sue. Glad you are here. There are always flowers for those who want to see them. So this is a perfect card for me today. Yesterday was a difficult day. It did not go well. And so we had police involved, and we had all kinds of not pleasant things. So this is actually a lovely card. Pay attention to what is going well rather than things that are not. What had happened was I was gone. I was running errands. I was doing things. I've repeatedly suggested to my dad not to take the dog out because he's not stable on his feet, and he doesn't pay attention to what's going on around them. And he took the dog out, And when I get back, there is the mail carrier and her supervisor standing in my driveway. And Dad and the dog are nowhere to be seen. So I walked down the driveway and Dad had the dog out. He wasn't paying attention. The dog lunged at the mail carrier and bit her on the leg. Yeah. So $450 later, between fines and vet fees, we're moving forward. So I think I will be hiding the leash in the future. Anywho, made for a difficult day, made my stress level go like so. So, paying attention to some natural things today. My little feather, my little berries are a good way to go. Good way to go. We're reframing, we're resetting, we're recalibrating, we're starting over. I'm showing up. It's a fresh day. So, here's our pretty flowers. So let's go back and do this process. I want you to pick something. So I'm going to start with my feather. What do you have in your environment that's natural? You might have a rock sitting there. If you're like me, you have more than one rock sitting there. Pick something that's near you. Maybe you have a plant sitting near you, a house plant. Maybe you can see out your window and see something natural. But pick that, okay? So that's where we're going to start. I want you to just focus on it. Pay attention to it. Just stare at it. Turn it around if it's something you can pick up. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. If it's something you can pick up, hold it in your hand, do that. First, I want you to pay attention to it with your eyes. What do you appreciate about this thing with your eyes? What I love about this feather is that the bottom part of the feather is all that little baby fuzzy stuff. Good morning, Peggy. We are doing some appreciation, some gratitude for the abundance that's around us. So if you have a natural item around you, please pick it up. Good morning, Beth. Same for you. We're just picking up a natural item that's around us. And with our eyes, what do you appreciate about this item? What do you appreciate about it? Okay? Now we're going to move on to your ears. Does this thing... It can be literally, what do you hear? So if I wiggle it by my ear, I can hear the wind moving through it. If I listen with my intuitive self, what does this have to tell me? I'm free. I can fly. I'm not bound by the crap that happens. I'm free. Okay? What can I smell? I'm not sure if feather has a smell, but we'll see. Kind of reminds me of when you put the blanket up to your nose. Okay? What does yours smell like? Whatever it is. I'm not going to taste it. It's a feather. Yuck. But some of you may have something. Maybe you have a glass of water. That's a natural thing. You can certainly taste. And touch it. What does it feel like? Obviously, this is very soft. And I love running along the vein in a feather because it kind of takes you where you're meant to go. Okay? So just appreciating that. Maybe you bring in some other senses. Again, the intuitive senses. What does this object want you to know? What does this object want you to know? Okay? And then we'll move on to another one. Pick up another one in your environment. So for me, it's this little bunch of berries. Again, this is several years old. The plant is right outside the window and it's making its next bunch of berries. I just like them because of the deep purple color. So, again, focus on this item for a couple of minutes. What do you appreciate about it? I appreciate that there's life in each of these little berries. If I planted one of these berries somewhere, a new vine would come up. A new vine would come up. So I also like that the branch part of it has a little bit of a red cast to it. Very pretty colors. What do I hear from this? Again, potential, potential. My intuitive sense hears I am potential. I am potential. And what you, Bonnie, choose to do with me makes a difference. If it continues to sit here on my 10 key, it pleases me, it creates beauty, etc. If I plant some of these berries somewhere, more vines come up. More vines come up. So what do you hear from your second item that you're holding? Can you smell anything? These really don't have any smell, but again, if maybe you've got coffee. Coffee's a natural thing. We do weird things to it, but Coffee's a natural thing. What does that smell like? You know that smell. Again, taste, touch. I like spinning it around in my fingers because the branch, the bottom part, isn't evenly round, so it kind of clunks in my hand. Kind of like that. So this is just something you can do that moves you out of what you're stuck on and into appreciation. When you're thinking lack, I don't have this isn't working, why is this not moving forward, blah, 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 all that stuff we all do. Taking a few minutes with a couple of natural items can shift your whole perspective. There you go, smelling the coffee. Awesome, awesome. That is good. After I'm done talking to all of you, I'm going to make my cacao, and then I can smell that. I love that smell. Awesome. So, be grateful. Abundance is all around you. Again, we can look through the lenses of what we don't have, what isn't working, what isn't going the way we want it to go. Or, I was rereading my Outrageous Openness last night by Tosha Silver, and the lenses there are what's in divine right order, what is unfolding right here, right now. This must be what's meant to unfold because it is what's unfolding. Yes, I will take care of me today. We have to begin our round of 3 vet visits over the next 10 days. So that I am not looking forward to at all because taking TJ to the vet is a less than pleasant experience. But we will suck it up, put on our big girl panties, do what we have to do, and then move forward. I'm not sure, what else do I have today? Oh, bill paying. And again, I'm going to approach that from abundance. Even if there isn't enough to cover some of these expenses, I will set it aside, view it as perking. It's going to grow. Something will happen. Something will work. And I also have a strategic planning meeting. So that will be about creating something in a space where right now there's not something. The strategic plan for this group I belong to that is about being green. Vet visits. My dog bit the mail carrier yesterday because my dad did not have him under control. He's not supposed to take him out, but he has dementia and he does what he thinks he can do. So anyway, we have to go to the vet 3 times in the next 10 days for them to observe him. He has his vaccine. He's up to date. He's licensed. He's got all his little bells and whistles. The police officer was very nice about, you're one of the few people that actually has your dog licensed. So I don't have to cite you for that. I just have to cite you for someone else not having your dog under control. Yeah. So be grateful. There's abundance all around you, even when shitty things happen. Good morning, Rebecca. Glad you are here. So I will be paying attention to what are the beautiful things in life today. And my sister sent me a message about, I can come up tomorrow and we can get some work done. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of working. I am tired of spending the bulk of my time working. So I'm going to be finding some other things to do. The air has cleared here sufficient that a walk is probably okay. So this morning, TJ and I went over to the school and walked around the school, and it was dry. It was supposed to have rained, but it didn't. So my shoes didn't get all wet, so that was a cool thing. But it was very still, very still. Trees weren't moving. It was very still. So just kind of taking time today, being today, getting out of the house today. I need to not be sitting at the computer all day long. So yesterday, I also was talking to my virtual assistant, and the book that goes along with the 10-week Lightening Your Load Clutter Clearing class is ready for my review, so I'm excited about that. And then I'm hoping we can figure out how we're going to post this on my website, because I am not techie, but she actually has another client that she's doing some Squarespace work for, so hopefully she can help me figure out how to post this for sale on my website, which will be wonderful. I'm kind of excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So be grateful. Abundance is all around you. All around you. All right? Have an awesome day. Take some time to smell the roses or the whatever flowers you have blooming right now. I have tick seed. There is tick seed coming up, which I really love because it makes this feathery fan of yellow flowers, this mound of yellow flowers that move in the wind, and they're just so pretty. So they don't have much smell, but they're pretty to look at. So that's always a good thing. Gardenias. Oh, awesome. Those smell fabulous. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So anyway, spend some time in nature today. Appreciate the abundance around you. Be grateful. I'm going to work on my gratitude lenses heavily today. I'm going to take some time right now to journal, drink my cacao, etc., and then I'll jump into bill paying. Gotta pace these things, right? So, have an awesome day. Good morning, Joe. We're just about done, but feel free to go back and watch tiger lilies. Those are always fun, too. I love those. I love those. They're so pretty. So, see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far, far, far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.